Welcome back everyone, Energy Fabricator here. I've just been down to the Trash and Treasure and I've come back with a few bits and pieces. The first thing I found was a couple of these 6mm isolation valves. They're pretty clean, they're in good condition, and there's a smooth action on the actual valve and the seat itself. So I got two of those, and I also picked up a double 4mm valve assembly here, and the same guy had a bunch of these inline particle filters, and the markings on that say Starlet Limited VFS 0218. Now there's a stainless steel cartridge filter there. I've taken the whole thing apart, cleaned it all out, cleaned out the filter, and it's relatively clean. The glass on this one's a bit dirty, so it could do with a bit of a wash in acetone, bit of a scrub, but apart from that it's good to go. The other thing I found was these pliers here, and I picked them up because they were in relatively good condition, but I liked the shape of the handle there. I've got a couple of these and they're all that sort of shape on the handle, which is not a problem, but that looks pretty cool, so I thought I'd pick it up for $3. And when I pick these up, I always check them to make sure there's not too much play between the tips there, and I always hold them up to the light and make sure that right at the tip we've got contact. If there's no contact right at the tip, well, they're not going to be too useful to you in a lot of applications. So make sure you can't see any sunlight around that area there, and I always check on the cutting section right in there to make sure that there's no light as well. Sometimes people cut bolts and things with them and there's big gouges in there. I like to make sure that you can't see much light in that gap there, so that you've got a good cutting surface. And apart from that, if you've got all those things, you've got a relatively decent pair of pliers. And I always check to make sure that they're branded, so that we're not getting some cheap Chinese sort of stuff. And these ones are made in England, Sheffield stamped on there. So yeah, similar to these ones here, also made in England. Now I also picked up 5 of these assemblies. I don't know what they would have been used for. Got a little adjustable clamp thing here. I picked it up mainly for these 3 plastic things here, because I want to use them for holding either electrical cables or 6 or 8mm, 10mm air lines. And these will just unbolt if we just take that nut off there. This whole assembly will just come off, and I can put it anywhere I want. So yeah, that'll be pretty useful, because I've been looking for a way to hold air lines in place. So yeah, 5 of those. Now the main thing I picked up today was this thing here. I know I need one of these, I just don't know what it is. So if someone knows and they can tell me, that would be great. Now just looking at it, I don't know if it's some sort of wire stripper. I'm not even going to try and guess, but this thing here is under tension. If I put some pressure on that with my thumb, that lifts up, and on the end of that thick steel thing is a relatively sharp edge, almost a blade sharpness. And then we've got this little assembly in the middle here. Now if I get up close, you can see that this section here, which is sort of ribbed, we can unscrew that, and I'm assuming that that little tip will come out. Maybe it's replaceable. And then we've got this little handle here, lever thing, and that just turns this whole assembly around. Now the thing that I've noticed about when we turn this around is that that blade there is actually shaped. So you can see as I turn it around, we've got a flat edge there on that blade. If we turn it back, you can see the wide edge. If we turn it that way, we've got that alignment with that axis. But yeah, I don't know what it is. So if anyone knows and they can tell me, please put it in the comment section below. But yeah, for $2 I had to have it. I just don't know what it is. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and leave comments.